nation to cherish her memory.
Again in 2002, after the death of the Queen Mother.
Over the years, I have met many people who have had to cope with family loss, sometimes in the most tragic of circumstances. So I count myself fortunate that my mother was blessed with a long and happy life.
And in 2012, during her Diamonds Jubilee, for King Charles III, he spoke after the death of his mother on the 80th anniversary of D-Day, and in December in a televised address for Stand Up to Cancer.
Who receive a cancer diagnosis each year, and for the millions more who love and care for. I know from my own experience that a cancer diagnosis can feel overwhelming.
King Charles concluding Henry Riley's report 10 minutes after 8. Let's bring to the conversation Robert Jobson, who's author of The Windsor Legacy, has a piece in one of the newspapers, the Daily Mail, this morning, talking about the pressure facing the King, and he writes, and I quote, "This is no longer a scandal the palace can manage by keeping its distance or maintaining its silence." Robert Jobson joins me now. What are you calling for, Rob? Morning.
Well, I think that piece that you just played before that we chatted is very important, but the one that was missing there was the abdication, the most famous statement ever made by a monarch, really, in modern times. And that's, I think we're at a time now with this crisis, this Epstein crisis. I wasn't around at the time of the abdication, but I think it must be of that type of scale. And I think that the reality is, so far, all we have, and quite rightly, is the King saying he will cooperate with any police investigation. And that's for social media. I tweeted that when it came out, and I don't have that many pig followers. It went viral with over a million views. So it is having a huge impact. And I think that the people are really demanding, and I think it's right, that it's not just embarrassing for the royal family, there is accountability for what's happened. I think Charles probably needs to address this in some way by getting his brother to actually testify at Congress and to give some answers under oath. He's not very good at answering questions. He openly lied to the BBC in that interview that's now been shown from files that have come out of the Epstein files. But accountability is not about losing your title or your home and going from one massive house to a slightly smaller one. It's about what's happened here and answering questions. He's party to seeing things and that went on, and surely must answer some questions.
You also write in your piece in the Daily Mail today that maybe there are questions that be asked of the former monarch. Perhaps there is. Of course, can't speak of her, she's not here to defend herself, but she bears a degree of responsibility, Rob?
Yeah, that was difficult to address with the late Queen, because I think she was an incredible lady who'd served our country